Disparate impact analysis helps evaluate fairness of the driverless AI model and identify potential risk for biased decisions. On the upper right-hand side here, you can select the disparate impact variable to evaluate the fairness on. Here we're going to select gender. You can also then select the reference level to compare aggregate measurements against other levels. In our case, 1 refers to female. We're going to compare it against level number 2, which is male. For instance, the proportion of females that receives a favorable outcome, such as being granted a loan, is divided by the proportion of males that receives the same outcome by the model. The resulting proportion is then used to determine whether the model is biased towards that particular variable and its various levels. In our case here, fairness 1, 2, and all shows that the model is fair against all different models. In this case, for binary classification, we see 2 other metrics. The maximize metric, which is the metric that is maximized for that classification problem, which is the F1 score, and the cutoff probability, 0.27. Down below, we see different metrics. This metric section gives a graphical representation of various metrics across all levels. We see the volume, represented by N here, in blue, female, in orange, male. The confusion matrix for the global classification, and then finally you have the ability to add different metrics so they appear or they don't appear. Here, adverse impact is a ratio of each population for which the favorable outcome has been assigned. In this case, for female, we see that 28% of female are granted a loan versus 24% almost for male by the model. This proportion over the other proportion is a ratio which is at least above 4/5, which in our case is suggesting that the model is fair. You can also augment Driverless AI with custom recipe. The following recipe uploaded here are to address fairness and bias and are publicly available on H2O GitHub repository of recipes.